Very pleasant good evening here from Maple Mountain High School, where tonight we get ready for the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. We'll be at home for the visiting Juan Diego Soaring Eagles. I guess one could say it's the Battle of the Eagles tonight here in Spanish Fork. Great to be with everybody. I'm Ryan Pickens alongside my partner, Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, it's been the holiday season. It's now come and gone. And now this is the final tune-up for Maple Mountain before Region 8 play.
Yeah, first of all, Happy New Year, Ryan, and all you guys out there in TV land. We'd like to thank our sponsors real quick. The Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, Two Jacks Pizza, and SFCN, built for speed.
And so we get set, ready to go for the first time in 2016, as right now the Juan Diego starting lineup being introduced here at Maple Mountain, as a small crowd on hand here so far. Hopefully a late arriving crowd here at Maple Mountain High School as we get ready for the lights to come off, which means one thing, Jerry, here come the Golden Eagles.
You know, the Golden Eagles are coming off of a three-game beatdown of some teams from Pennsylvania, California. They went down not the weekend before Christmas to Disney World and played in a little tournament down there, and I really had no competition. Juan Diego, on the other hand, is coming off a very close defeat to region foe Salem Hills. So they did pretty good against the DeGraffenry boys, so it'll be interesting. Looking at the roster, they have 6'5", 6'4". So I expect a really good game. We need to be on point tonight if we want to pull this one out.
And it's definitely just a big thing too. Getting ready to head into region. You have a long road trip over to Uinta Friday night.
Oh my goodness!
And then you start everything off right away at Salem Hills. So
I call not it for that game.
you're gonna have two back-to-back games on the road, and then really an opportunity to set the tone in region play. And we talked about it last year, how important it was to do two things in region play. You had to protect the home court, and you have to go on the road and find a way to steal a couple.
Yes, steal a couple on the road and set yourself in a good position. I mean, it'd be nice to be first place at the end of region. But with Payson now in the region, good basketball team, Salem Hills, Spanish Fork. I think we have good parity right now in Region 8.
It's going to be interesting to see. Let's give you the Juan Diego starting lineup. I will be junior guard Isley Tan, Matthew Kinsman in the guards. Malik Fagan Foster, Avery Ames, and Stephen Price. For Juan Diego, who's in blue, Maple Mountain goes with Parker Christensen, Jaron Hall, Sam Kromenhoek, Dawson Butler, and of course Cade Polson. Maple Mountain in the white. The ball is up and we're underway with the tip won by the Golden Eagles. Parker Christensen will let it go out of bounds.
And there's a question by the referees, jump ball. Nobody saw what happened.
So we'll get ready to just, I guess, round two of the tip-off here.
2016, off to a tear.
Set, ready to go. It's going to be Butler going up against Stephen Price, and the tip is won, this time right into Cade Polson's hands. Polson pulls up, drops it to Kromenhoek. Oh, missed the layup, gets his own rebound though, kicks it back out. Here's Polson 1-on-4, he shoots up a three. That one is off, rebound going to be controlled. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Maple Mountain with 7:46 to go here in the first.
I like that series. Cade Polson trying to get Kromenhoek involved early. You know, as we said before, and since we last broadcast, Maple Mountain needs to find that third scorer. You know, that third person that's willing to put the game on their shoulders when the iron is unkind to Polson and Hall.
Polson off with the rebound as Malik Fagan Foster dribbles it into the front court. Right down the middle, offensive foul. Avery Ames, the 6'3" senior guard, lowered his head, and he'll pick up his first foul and the first team foul against Juan Diego.
Yeah, that's big. Malik Fagan Foster, he averages 15.7 rebounds a game. He's their main man. If we can get him in foul trouble, have a good night.
So kind of a 1-2-2 full court press coming here. See, maybe they can slow down Maple Mountain a little bit. Polson beats the press. Nice job. Here's Hall. Hall into the middle. Butler
shoot
thought
that,
about
Dawson.
It. Takes it, banks it off the glass.
That works too.
First bucket of the game for Dawson Butler, and Maple Mountain scored first. It's 2-0 Golden Eagles.
I would love to see Dawson Butler be that third scorer, dual threat, rebounds and scores.
Ames for three, that one off. Butler pulls the rebound, looking to run. Parker Christensen into the front court, up ahead, here's Hall. Hall drops it inside, Kromenhoek in the post, kicks it back out. Christensen thought about it, he'll swing it over. Here's Polson down the lane, drive, swings at Hall with a leaping catch, able to keep it inbound. Hall trying to go baseline, offensive foul called against Jaron Hall.
You know, there's a few hand checks going on, but when he actually made the call, It looks like he slid into pretty good position.
First personal against Jaron and the first team foul against Maple Mountain. Just joining us, thanks for tuning in here on a Tuesday night. As that pass is going to be leaped in front, here comes Butler. Butler all the way, lays it up, and missed it a little too hard. Christensen in there gets the rebound. Here's Polson, he thought about it, goes down the lane, drops it off. Butler in the corner. Back out, Christensen for three, got it.
Got it, Christensen for three. Up 5-0, and neither Jaron Hall nor Cade Polson has scored. I like it.
And a very quick timeout here called by Juan Diego. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout, their first here of the ball game, and very quickly some instruction coming here to Juan Diego. And Jerry, I mean, you talk about it, as a coach yourself, when you have an opportunity, for instance, when Maple Mountain goes to play a 5A school, maybe obviously a little chip on their shoulder to go play the bigger school, but also a great learning opportunity for the school playing up a classification.
Oh, it is, and the game they had against Pleasant Grove last year, really an eye-opener to where Maple Mountain was. This will be a good battle as well. Juan Diego's a 3A school, but they got some good recruits.
They got a good situation. Of course, Juan Diego on the football side of things, making it to the state championship at the 3A level here a few weeks ago. Here comes a pressure coming from Maple Mountain, and Polson almost with the steal, trying to plead his case that it went actually off of Matthew Kinsman, but at the end of the day, ball will stay with Juan Diego.
Kind of a surprise trap by Maple Mountain right there.
Up at the top, moving it, here's Kinsman. Maple Mountain kind of settling here into a 2-3 zone. Skip past, that one's gonna be stolen away by Butler. His second, and then it's thrown away as he tries to save it to Christensen.
Butler is deceptively long and fast, even on the football field. I think he was one of our better corners at disrupting the pass and actually picking the ball off.
He's looking like a defensive back out there so far tonight.
Long arms and a quick burst of speed. That quick first step covers a lot of ground.
Juan Diego being patient, looking for their shot, as that one was off for Tan, and rebound goes here to Cromanhook. Up ahead, here's Polson all the way to the basket. He couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Ames. Ames looking to run, gets into the front court. Kinsman goes, and it looks like he travels. 5-0 Maple Mountain, 5:27 to go, first quarter. Right here as we get ready to go for basketball here at Maple Mountain. That final contest before the region opener. Here's Cromanhook, skip pass over to Christensen, drops it to Hall baseline. Inside, Butler with the step around, puts it up, no. Rebound pulled down, and both players go down to the court.
I like that series though.
Ames down the lane, drops it inside, and Juan Diego kicks it back out. Juan Diego just getting trapped and then having to kick it back out and reset. And we're gonna get a foul inside.
They're gonna call that on Polson? Sure enough. I didn't see it, I just saw the guy next to Polson hit the deck.
They're gonna get him for a hold here. It looks like is the signal that the official made. We do want to thank the Car Guys for sponsoring the Car Guys Instant Replay here on Spanish Fork 17, and Lance Wilson State Farm for the Lance Wilson State Farm Great Assist. You'll hear those throughout the contest tonight as Sam Cromanhook.
So that's 3 quick fouls for Maple Mountain.
And that's the one thing in which really could, I think, leave Juan Diego. I mean, obviously we're not sure how this game's gonna go, but foul trouble could very much hurt Maple Mountain pretty quick.
Yes, there's not a lot of depth, at least scoring depth on this team, and Butler adds another dimension of, Cromanhook, he's our big man down low.
Ames kicks it back out as they're gonna try to set it up with Price. He takes the shot, that one long, and there's gonna be a foul. This one going against Juan Diego. It's gonna go against Brennan Fabry. That's gonna be his first. Second team foul against the Soaring Eagles, and that's gonna get quickly Malik Fagan Foster and JD Alstrom to the table. Juan Diego, not exactly a deep team. Don't have a huge long bench. We do want to thank 2 Jacks Pizza and also Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing for making this broadcast possible. And MVP Sports for the MVP of the game, which will be named in the post-game show.
Nice pass. Butler finished that, son.
Couldn't quite finish it, just barely missed it. Here's Fagan Foster, offensive foul, and that's going to be the third, and I believe trying to really see what the foul was for. I think they're going to say he extended off and kind of created his own
I
separation.
didn't see it. He might have pushed as into a spin move. But I honestly did not see that.
Here's Hall inside. He's going to get that shot blocked. Gets his own rebound. Goes straight up. There's going to be a foul inside.
So if that's on Fagan Foster.
And that is going to be on Fagan Foster. His second. That's the 4th team foul against Juan Diego.
He is a big body in there.
Hall to the free throw line. He'll shoot a pair. And the first one on its way is long. Hit the back iron.
So Hall and
Polson?
My mind just went blank. Hall and Polson still no score.
You know, it's been a month, Jerry. We'll give you a break for the first quarter. But, you know, going forward,
the Diet Dew needs to kick in. That's what it is. After 4 hours sleep.
Here's Ames with the basketball, trying to go around Hall. Hall trying to draw the charge. And here's a 3 on the way. That one is off for
nice tip out.
Juan Diego, and here comes the run. On the other way, Hall trying to finish. He couldn't get to his own rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Juan Diego. And the ball's going to stay here with Maple Mountain as Stephen Price comes back in for Juan Diego. The Soaring Eagles wearing their visiting blue uniforms tonight, Jerry, subbing frequently. They're going to get a lot of the same guys, but they're going to get frequent rests. Here's Polson, fadeaway jumper, off the window, no. Rebound goes to Ames, as Ames will bring it into the front court.
Well, as much as Maple Mountain runs, I think they want to stay fresh.
Ames gets the floater to go off the window and in. He'll have a shot to make it a 3-point play. And we'll get the foul here, the 14th foul on Maple Mountain.
Christian just got a little bit tangled in the legs.
Parker Christensen to the bench, Caleb Johnson in.
Now Caleb Johnson was one of those guys I was hoping would be that 3rd scorer for Maple Mountain.
He's one of those guys, I'm just sitting here waiting for him just to explode off the bench and have one of those games where you just say, where was that? Or, you know, just be impressed that he steps up. Avery aims at the line to make it a 3-point play, and he makes it. And it's back to a 2-point lead. 5-3, Maple Mountain first quarter.
Got a barn burner here at Golden Eagle Stadium.
Baseline, here's Jaron Hall. Hall with it in the corner. Hall gonna go set it back up. Here's Cade Polson. Polson thought about it, over to Hall. Butler with it, skip pass over Polson. Caleb Johnson with the basketball, skip pass back to Hall. Polson takes a 3 and gets it.
There it is. Cade Polson.
That one just rattled in and back to a 5-point game.
It's only a matter of time.
In off the bench, J.D. Ahlstrom gets it over to Kinsman. Kinsman with the basketball, dribbles to the baseline. Here's Price in the corner. He'll take a shot. That one was off. Rebound, pulled down. Caleb Johnson fights for it, comes away with it. Maple Mountain to run. Here's Cade Polson in transition. He lays it up with a right hand, no. Rebound's going to be pulled by Ames. He let it
should be Golden Eagle ball.
And it's going to go to the Soaring Eagles instead.
So Cade Polson had 5 3-pointers in 2 different games down there in California. And the final game, it was a blowout, so he didn't get very many minutes. So at least for the month of December, I think he's averaging about 4 threes a game.
Ames with a spin move, trying to get the charge was Jaron Hall. That one's going to go out of bounds off of Juan Diego. Back to Maple Mountain with 2:24 to play first quarter. It's kind of interesting, Maple Mountain wearing their home uniforms that say Eagles on it. Juan Diego in the blue that just says Eagle. Kind of an interesting note there to
We're a flock.
pass along. As we get ready, here's Cade Polson with the basketball. Polson goes around the screen. Here's Hall with the 3 in the corner. His foot was just barely behind that line there.
So just like that, 6 points. Up by 8.
A very quick start here. Ahlstrom with the basketball. Gets it over Ames for 3. That one was long. Rebound goes to Butler.
It looks like it's starting to put pressure on Juan Diego to have to shoot up 3s themselves.
Hall's going to take a 3. That one was good, and it's 14-3. And this is really the thing with Maple Mountain. The minute they get hot is when you have to watch out, because they can quickly put them on in a hurry.
And it doesn't matter who's in their face.
Ahlstrom with the basketball. Juan Diego moving it around the perimeter. Ahlstrom with it back again, trying to go around Polson. Dribble drive, and going to be a charge against Stephen Price.
He dropped that shoulder. A little bit of acting maybe on Coleman hook, but he went down hard.
Mark Mortensen in along with number 4, Colton Bingham.
Mark Mortensen also dilly from the 3.
Minute 18 to go before the end of the first quarter. We want to thank our friends here at Spanish Fork 17 for making this broadcast possible here on Spanish Fork 17, for all their hard prep work and everyone back in the studio. Here's Polson for 3. That one was way long, and the rebound's going to go off of Maple Mountain.
It's kind of off balance and fading back on that catch and shoot. And like I said many times, Kay Polson never met a 3 he didn't like.
And it's hard because, you know, it's one of those things where if you get off balance like that, it makes the shot 10 times more difficult.
Well, he can make those, though.
Oh, yeah.
He's so much fun to watch.
Ames on the drive, goes around Mortensen, banks it in off the glass and count the bucket.
So another chance for a 3-point play the hard way for Ames.
I believe Ames with all 5 of the Juan Diego points. And now we're going to get Gather Cole off the bench for Maple Mountain. Cade Polson to get a rest. Do you want to thank the Car Guys for the Car Guys instant replay here on Spanish Fork 17. You just see there, Ames with a nice take to the bucket. That one missed long. Here's Caleb Johnson with the board. Johnson dribbles into the front court.
Less than a minute left to go, 45 seconds.
Here's Bingham trying to get up. He goes straight up, couldn't get it to go. Rebound being fought. It's going to go off of Juan Diego.
Woo, Bingham is hustling in there. I like that.
JD Ahlstrom, they're trying to fight for it. Looks like it just got Ahlstrom's elbow. Mortensen, there's going to be a foul here at travel against Mark Mortensen.
You know, I like Colton Bingham, but I still say that kid needs a sandwich. We'll go get him a hot dog out from Tawny out there in the concessions.
30 seconds to go. We'll see if Juan Diego slows it down for the final shot or not. Ames with the basketball, number 14, going around Johnson. Johnson with it now in the corner. They're going to try to set it up. Skip pass here. Here's Kinsman with the basketball. He'll pull it out and set it with 15 on the clock. Here's a 3, good for Kinsman.
10 seconds left.
Here's Caleb Johnson into the front court. Up ahead, Bingham with the layup at the right with 3 seconds to go. Give the Lance Wilson great assist to Caleb Johnson. And a shot from the half-court line doesn't go. At the end of one here from Maple Mountain, it's the Golden Eagles 16, the Soaring Eagles of Juan Diego 8. You're watching high school basketball here on the Spanish Fork Community Network.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Start of the second quarter here on Spanish Fork 17. Maple Mountain looked pretty good, especially after about the first 3 or 4 minutes. Maybe letting some of the holiday rust come off here as their first game back after the holiday break here at Maple Mountain High School. Let's take a moment here to thank our sponsors who are so kind to help put Jerry and I and our entire crew here on the air to help sponsor high school sports here at Spanish Fork 17. Want to thank the Car Guys, Lance Wilson, State Farm, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, 2 Jack's Pizza, and Spanish Fork Community Network. It takes a team effort here to make this broadcast possible.
We need to find a sponsor for the 3-pointer. Triple T. Let's talk to him about it. Triple T3.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
The triple T3. I like it.
Matthew Kinsman, number 3, with the basketball for Juan Diego. Gets into the high post. Taken all the way was Malik Fagan Foster.
I don't know.
And they're going to get, looks like, Fagan Foster with an offensive foul.
Well, that's three on Fagan Foster.
And that's going to quickly
get. I like the home crowd just as much as anybody, but that was way under the basket. And you want to play against their best players, but when they're in foul trouble,
I do like the rule. I think it's the college and the NBA. They have the
little arc.
Yeah, I like that rule where if you're too far under the basket, it's not a charge.
Well, but the rule is you have to give them a place to come down.
Yeah. Colton Bingham inside. He's going to get fouled on the way up, and that's going to be the foul against number 2, Isley Tan. His first personal, 17 foul. Maple Mountain now in the bonus. They're shooting 1 and 1 the rest of the half. Colton Bingham will have an opportunity here. He'll shoot 2, and he makes the first. I guess it was a 1 and 1. I thought it was on the shot, but apparently it was.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Oh, well,
apparently it's a 1 and 1.
Shows how much we know.
Bingham's second on the way is good. And Maple Mountain has increased their lead to the largest tonight of 10. Tan with the basketball, number 2, picked up by Gathercole. Moving the basketball at the top. Ames trying to spin around Croman hook. Now
Mortensen almost got that one.
And the key floats it up, gets his own rebound. There's going to be a foul. And I'm trying to think who they're going to get. They're going to get Colton Bingham with a push.
I think that might be a makeup foul. I didn't see much in there.
Croman hook to the bench, Butler back in. You would kind of hope, I think, if you're Maple Mountain, that this is one of those games where you play the starters for 3 quarters and then pull them out and have some of the guys who don't get in the game a ton have a chance to play in that 4th quarter.
And actually try and find a third leader and score. That'd be a great idea.
Ames drops it inside. There's a nice layup, though, for Fabry, and the bucket's good. Johnson with the basketball over to Gathercole. He'll take a 3, and that ball was long. Rebound is going to be pulled down.
Gathercole was hitting those in the pregame.
By Ahlstrom, and now here comes Juan Diego. Ames down the lane to the basket. He's going to get fouled, it looks like.
That might be on Johnson.
It looks like it is.
He did reach in. Got a lot of arm.
And
hey, better that than an easy layup.
Juan Diego now going to be shooting free throws on every foul. We want to thank MVP Sports for the MVP of the game, which will be named at the conclusion of our broadcast in the post-game show. As the first one for Ames is good. And also Triple T, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Ames ready to go here for the second free throw. And that one is off. Rebound is going to be ran down. Ames, a nice effort there. Butler comes away with it. Here's Mortensen. Mortensen looking to pass it inside. Here's Butler. Butler will now just decide to back it out. Over to Caleb Johnson. Here's Gathercole in the corner. Mortensen on the drive. He gets in the key, floats it up.
Nice job. Mortensen with the rare 2. Usually putting up the 3s. But hey, with nobody on the court to take it inside, that was an awesome job by Mark Mortensen right there.
Inside, we're going to get a foul here against Maple Mountain as it was called. The interesting thing was it's called on Colton Bingham, and the call was made from the opposite side of the court. It's kind of interesting. I was kind of surprised there to see in a sense that was the call that was made, but that's going to be the second on Colton Bingham.
So Bingham's out, Hall's in. Hall with only 1 foul so far. Let's not jinx him.
And Fabry back to the line, and he hits the. And Jaron Hall's halfway down the court and realizes, oh, it's a 1-and-1. Hall head back down. As Fabry will get his second one. Coming up here, Juan Diego trying to pull back within 7. Free throw on its way is good. Here's Caleb Johnson into the front court for Maple Mountain. 6:08 to go before halftime. Mortensen with the basketball up top. Here's Dawson Butler. Butler thought about the cross court to Hall.
Get that big man in the post right there. Oh.
Mortensen again with the drive, couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Kinsman, and here it comes Juan Diego.
That looked like a travel. He shuffled his feet.
Tan down the lane, kicks it back out. Kinsman for 3, hits it.
That's his second three-pointer.
And Juan Diego back within 4. Gathercole with the basketball. Lobs it into Hall. Hall in the post, goes straight up, gets it to go. Great pass there. Maybe a difficult pass there by Jesse Gathercole. Give him a Lance Wilson State Farm great assist.
J-Gad.
Kitzman in the corner again, hits another one. Kitzman heating up for Juan Diego. Caleb Johnson with the basketball, gonna drop it cross court over to Gathercole. Gathercole looking, we're gonna get a offense. We're gonna get a foul. It's gonna be Alstrom.
Yeah, he was looks like he was holding Christensen coming across the lane. Not Christensen, but Johnson.
So Caleb Johnson will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1 here. First foul on Alstrom, 8th team foul against Juan Diego. First one on its way, rims off, good rebound by Ames. Juan Diego with a 3 could tie it. Ames kicks it out, here's Tan, baseline drive, runs into some trouble, drops it back to Ames.
Jaron Hall getting a lot of room.
Kitzman's there, trying to work on Polson, drops it. Ames baseline blocking foul against Hall, and I believe that will be his second.
I did jinx it. That's now 2 fouls on Hall.
9th team foul, so Juan Diego back to the line.
And immediately Christensen comes off the bench to replace Hall.
And Stephen Price, the junior forward, back in, replacing Brennan Fabry. So Ames for a 1-and-1 here, looking at he can with both, could cut it back to a 1-point lead. Free throw's good.
I have Ames with 7 points.
Juan Diego hanging around here in the second. It looked like Maple Mountain was going to kind of extend on this run and kind of create some distance, but Juan Diego has gone on a run of their own.
Well, they had him doubled up at end of the first quarter.
As right now we get ready to move the basketball at the top. Here's Parker Christensen. Christensen over to Polson. Polson on the drive. Over to Mortensen. Mortensen back over to Johnson. Johnson to Butler. Here's Parker Christensen now. Over to Mortensen. You got the 3s guarding the 3s, the 2s guarding the 2s. It's kind of interesting to watch. Here's Butler, he thought about it, got Price in the air. Here's Polson,
nice.
Right around Kitzman, takes it and banks it home.
That was a great play, kind of just dropped the ball off to the cutting Polson. See that play quite a bit in the NBA. It's kind of a roll screen.
Kitzman down the lane, throws up a wild shot. Butler with the rebound, he'll look to run. 1-on-4, and Butler almost lost the ball.
Big man goes behind the back.
Kicks it back out. Here's Mortensen in the corner, back over to Johnson. Johnson to Mortensen. Mortensen thought about it, but he'll pull it back. Here's Polson against Kitzman. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Fadeaway jumper for Polson's off. Kitzman pulls the rebound, quickly gets it to Ames. Ames is getting a touch at least once every possession for Juan Diego. Down the lane, we're going to get a foul here, and I think it's going to be against Caleb Johnson, I believe. And it will be Johnson. That's going to be his second. 10th team foul, so Juan Diego will shoot 2 now every time they head to the free throw line. Take a moment to thank Lance Wilson State Farm for the Lance Wilson State Farm great assist, and also our friends at 2 Jacks Pizza. As Ames hits the free throw, cut it back within 2.
Ames averages 13 and 5, just under Malik Fagan-Foster, 15 and 7, 15.7 rebounds. So kind of the twin towers there for Juan Diego.
And that one bounces in for Ames. It's back to a 1-point lead. Caleb Johnson, number 12, will set the offense up for Maple Mountain. Johnson might be one of the more kind of true point guards that Maple Mountain has. Mortensen trapped in the corner, cross-court pass to Christensen. Now setting it back up, and here's Caleb Johnson. Johnson will now pull it back out, and Maple Mountain will set up some offense. Here's Butler on a cut to the basket, goes up, gets it to go.
A big man with the acrobatic move.
He pulls it back at the last second and throws it up as he gets fouled. That's going to be the foul against Price.
I don't think this kid understands how talented he can be or how talented he actually is. I mean, that was just in the air.
That.
Oh, that's just pure athleticism.
Bueller
And
misses
then
the free
hustles
throw.
for his own rebound.
Here's Polson for three. That one is off. Maybe a little rush there by Cade, and Juan Diego's going to pull it back out. Ames with the basketball, trying to go around Caleb Johnson. Drops it back. Tan shot the three. Missed. Rebound goes to Bueller. Bueller's got to have about 6 or 7 rebounds at least here in this one. Here's Bueller with the basketball against Price. Mortensen touches it. He's guarded by Tan. Polson against Ames. This is going to be interesting. And that's going to be an offensive foul.
I thought they called traveling. I thought the ball was hit.
Yeah, because what happened was, this is what I saw anyway. I saw, I think it was Ames there reach in and knock the ball out. But, boy, I tell you, not sure if there's a way we get a replay at some point on that or not. But it's definitely one of those interesting situations. Ames with the basketball. Kinsman drops inside. Ames against Polson, goes up. Polson with the block, but it's going to be a foul first. And that's going to go against Cade Polson.
I like that. You commit the foul. NBA, do not let him shoot it. Swat it out of the sky.
Polson picks up his second. Polson just asking for a quick explanation from the official as to what the call was.
2 minutes. Nobody comes off the bench for Cade Polson with 2 fouls. I wonder if Coach Averett realizes that.
Ames at
26 to 23. It's kind of close.
Ames hits the first to bring it back to a 2-point game.
So Ames leads all scorers with 11. And like always, I might miss a couple.
Ames is ready for his second one. That one goes. And it brings it back to a 1-point lead here at Maple Mountain High School. 26-25. Here's Polson to the basket. He floats it up and didn't get the roll.
The iron is unkind for Maple Mountain tonight.
Juan Diego doing a great job getting 4 guys down on the rebound, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Avery Ames.
Late call, but first foul on Ames by my record keeping.
I'm kind of surprised. That's a second, the board is saying
second.
here.
Once again, my stats prove faulty.
I'm still trying to figure out where he must have tried to push off, because I didn't really see it.
There was it was contact up high, and then a little bit of a push off. So it was kind of a judgment call by the ref who gets a foul, but there was a foul.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. It's a very hard kind of a judgment call.
It was very late. It was very late, whatever the call was.
So Caleb Johnson brings it up with 2 minutes to go. Over to Dawson Bueller. Bueller back up, Cromanhook. Christensen in the corner, over to Mortensen. Mark Mortensen getting some good minutes here tonight. Bueller kicks it back out. Cromanhook back in off the bench.
It'd be nice to see a traditional post-up with Dawson Bueller. I think he's a little bit thicker than 33.
Bueller tried the three and missed it. Kinsman with the rebound. Kinsman with the basketball right now for Juan Diego.
When you pick Bueller on the post, you pull, have to pull Stephen Price and Brendan Fabry down to guard him, leaving the 3-pointers wide open for Polson and Mortensen.
They'll pull it out here. Juan Diego is slowing this one down like they're going to play for the final shot.
Oh, please don't do that. Stall ball. 1 minute left.
Kitzman with the basketball now, gets it over to Ahlstrom. Ahlstrom trying to go around Caleb Johnson. Johnson's got to be careful. He's playing with the 2 fouls. Moving the basketball at the top.
So at this point, you find their worst free throw shooter and put him on the line and save some time.
The question might be, who do you let foul? I guess Mortensen probably doesn't have any yet for Maple Mountain. Kitzman with the basketball. This is when you kind of want to bring like a blindside trap. I'm sure there's a better word for it. But
almost a steal by Christensen.
30 seconds. Here's the kick out. Ahlstrom puts it on the deck, floats it up. That one rolled off the rim. Bueller with the rebound.
Yeah, no blindside trap. I want to see a shot clock.
Bueller now will slow it up here for the final
Maple
shot.
Mountain slow down for the final shot.
12 seconds on the clock for Caleb Johnson.
So let's see who the go-to guy is with Hall and Polson on the bench.
Bueller in the high post. Looking over for Christensen. 2 on the clock. Christensen banks it home
spin.
as time expires. Christensen waited for a moment, was able to get it to go, and that's going to get ready here to end the first half here at Maple Mountain High School as we take a look at the Car Guys instant replay. Christensen banks one home with the right hand to send us to halftime here at Maple Mountain High School. Golden Eagles 28, Soaring Eagles 25. You're watching High School Hoops here on Spanish Fork 17.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Back here at halftime here at Maple Mountain High School, 28-25 in favor of Maple Mountain. We are going to enjoy the Maple Mountain High School Elevates, who have had a very successful run, not just in Region 8, but also the state of Utah when it comes to drill.
They are some really hard workers.
So let's go ahead and join them here on Spanish Fork 17. Welcome back here at halftime at Maple Mountain High School, where The Golden Eagles leading the Soaring Eagles 28-25. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, I mean, one of those games where you really take a look at the open, and it would have been easy to look at this and just say, oh, 4A versus 3A, this is going to be a roll for Maple Mountain.
Well,
but it's really not looking that way.
I would not consider Juan Diego a 3A school. You know, they can pull from talent outside of their boundaries, and then they put them in with the 3A schools because they have 3A numbers. But when you can pick and choose certain athletes to bring your school, I don't know if I'd quite give them 3A status.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. We saw Maple Mountain get this really go on this stretch in the second quarter where it looked like Maple Mountain was going to kind of pull away a little bit, where all of a sudden you got, you know, three-pointers starting to fall, this big lead built, but then once again, right about the time you think, okay, Maple Mountain's going to start pulling away, Juan Diego says, not so fast.
Well, it was 16-8 after the first quarter, 28-25. Both of these teams with great success last year. Maple Mountain at 18-6, Juan Diego 20-4. Both teams made the quarterfinals, but now so far this year they're just one game. Both teams one game above 500, so they're in unknown territory. So we'll see how each team steps up to the challenge. But I like Maple Mountain. I like Maple Mountain's chances here.
It's going to be very interesting to watch, especially you have one more half really, and then you have 2 days of preparation, and then you got to go play your first region game.
And that's a good team.
And it's not just like it's your first region game too. You throw in all the other challenges that you went through, like, you know, the long bus ride and everything like that. It's a lot different challenge than just going and saying, oh, we're going to bus down to Salem Hills and play Skyhawks.
Do you go early, have dinner there before the game, or do you go get there an hour before the game, eat on the bus? A lot of those kind of intangibles that can affect your team on those long bus rides. But on the road, you win this Friday, January 8th, and then next Tuesday at Salem Hills. 2 hard games for different reasons. I mean, Salem Hills should be another powerhouse this year.
It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next 16 minutes of basketball to kind of see what's going to set the tone heading into region play. Maple Mountain went on this great run in region play last year, Jerry, but we forget they lost at Provo early on in region play. They lost at Salem Hills early on in region play. And it's going to be definitely something to watch. You know, people might be thinking, okay, Region 8 Maple Mountain might be the favorite, may or may not be. There's some other great teams here sitting in Region 8.
Yeah, and tonight's another unique night. We have Jaron Hall leading all scorers at the half. Jaron Hall, he's a fourth quarter guy, but he has 8 points at halftime. Avery Ames, number 14 for Juan Diego, leads all scorers at 12. Kate Polson hovering around 5 points, so expect to hear more from him in the second half.
It's going to be very interesting to kind of watch as this one continues on, because this is a very interesting situation where if you're a team like Juan Diego, you come on the road into Maple Mountain, and you have an opportunity to pull what would really be considered an upset.
I think so.
When you take a look at it, with how, you know, Maple Mountain was one of the teams really favored throughout the state at the 4A level to have a good opportunity to compete for not just the Region 8, but also to have an opportunity to maybe compete for that 4A state championship.
Yeah, I expect Maple Mountain to make a run towards the state championship. I expect Juan Diego for the 3A to do it as well. I mean, they have the 6'4", 6'5", 6'3". You know, they have the scores, and it looks like they're playing pretty good defense. And as you said before, getting good rotations to make sure they stay fit and healthy.
So we're going to take a break here before the start of the second half. After the break, we'll have the second half. Maple Mountain 28, Juan Diego 25. You're watching high school basketball here on Spanish Fork 17.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Second half here on Spanish Fork 17. Maple Mountain will get the ball to open up the second half with Dawson Butler, Parker Christensen, Cade Poulsen, Sam Kromenhoek, and Jaron Hall out for Maple Mountain in their home whites, and Poulsen misses the three. Kromenhoek fighting for the rebound, but it's going to be won by Malik Fagan Foster.
Kromenhoek has such a tough job. He is the, oh, look at Dawson Butler. Man, he is just smooth.
Over to Poulsen, count it in the foul. Give Dawson Butler a Lance Wilson State Farm great assist on that pass to Cade Poulsen.
Cade Poulsen now with 7.
You just have to kind of think Maple Mountain's got a run in them, and when they get on this run, you just have to kind of wonder if they're going to pull away from Juan Diego.
And I usually call that run the Cade Poulsen show.
Poulsen will go to the line here and get his free throw here. Malik Fagan Foster, number 10, has to be careful. He's playing with 3.
And I don't think the refs, you know, are going to, I mean, he has a big body, so it really looks bad when he actually just kind of bumps into somebody. I mean, I'd go flying.
That one knocked away by Butler almost again. Ames with the basketball, kicks it over. Here's Tan baseline.
I don't think people understand how long Dawson Butler's long arms really are.
Down the middle, Ames tries to kick it. Here's Kitzman in the corner. That one was well off. Rebound, though, goes right into the hands of Price. He misses the first one, gets his own board and puts it back in.
He's just trying to pad his rebound stats. Now, I have that as first 2 points. That can't be right. Maybe it is.
I try to leave all the math up to you, Jerry.
I don't have my computer.
Drops it inside. Here's Cade Poulsen, the fadeaway jumper. That one was long. Malik Fagan Foster with the rebound. Gets it over. Here's Kitzman back up. Fagan Foster thought about it. Now he'll put it on the deck, and that was stolen away by Butler.
Woo!
Butler running with Christensen. And Butler takes himself, throws up a shot. And it looks like we're going to get a foul here against Juan Diego.
They bailed him out. Looked like he got up in the air with nowhere to go.
His only opportunity would have been to kind of underhand one and hopefully put one in.
So that's 3 on Ames if it's on him.
And it is. Second team foul of the second half against Juan Diego.
So that's 3 legitimate steals I've seen by Butler today.
Butler hits the first free throw. We do want to thank the Car Guys for the Car Guys instant replay. Enjoyed through tonight's broadcast and many of our other ones throughout the high school sports seasons. And Lance Wilson State Farm for the great assist as Butler makes the second free throw. And now it's going to bring in Ahlstrom back in the ball game for Juan Diego. And going to the bench is going to be number 14, Avery Ames. Ames has had a hard-working game. He's been out there. And Butler reaches in again and knocks that one into the third row of seats.
The anticipation, the speed, the length. Dawson Butler has skills.
He'll be a senior next year, so one more year of Dawson Butler here on Spanish Fork 17.
In football and basketball.
Kitzman with the basketball here at the top. Ahlstrom moves it back over. Fagan Foster. He'll take the 3. That one is off. Rebound goes to Poulsen. He'll look to run immediately. Price all over Poulsen down the lane. Drops it in over the Hall, but it goes in and out of his hands.
Well, everybody in the world expected Cade Poulsen to shoot that.
I thought so. I thought he was just going to take it right up for the layup.
I thought he was going to do a hammer dunk. You know, I like how he got on the other side of Stephen Price and kind of like a receiver, stacked up the defenders so there was no angle for him to get to the shot.
Fagan Foster beats beats Butler for the layup.
Yeah, Butler went for the steal.
Fagan Foster having a very quiet first half.
That's his first 2 of the game.
Drops it inside. Here's Butler. Butler against Price. Drops it back here. I just want to see him just post him up and just back him down on the post right there. Butler travels there. That is pretty clear right from where
Takes a
he took
long
off.
time to get from the ball to get from his hand to the ground when you're at 6'5". Took a 1.5 steps before he got it there.
Maple Mountain playing just to be more of a kind of a matchup 2-3 man look defensively. Here's the three on the way. That one is off. Rebound going to be pulled by Cromanhook.
You know, if you get a chance, just watch Cromanhook down low on offense. You know, or on defense. He's constantly bodying somebody up, but his Case Polson comes alive. But watch Cromanhook down low on defense. Any cutter, he gets a hand on him, coming through, gets a body on. He's just a workhorse down low.
He's one of those.
He's like an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
You know, does the dirty work, doesn't get any appreciation for it.
Alstrom pulls the rebound. Parker Christensen got a little bit in there with the hand reach. We want to thank Triple T, 2 Jacks Pizza, and MVP Sports for making this broadcast possible here on Spanish Fork 17. Now getting ready here to inbound it will be Kitzman. Back over to Fagan Foster. Kitzman with the basketball. Here's Fagan Foster. Tries to drop it inside. Cromanhook kicked it. I thought he was going to get away with it there for a second, but kind of a late call came in from.
Price was there for the, Christensen was there for the steal though.
30-second timeout, Maple Mountain with 4:36 to go here in the third quarter.
Maple Mountain takes a 30-second timeout.
So in this interim, we'd like to thank our sponsors. We got the car guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, 2 Jacks Pizza, and SFCN, Built for Speed. Of course, as always, at the end of the game, we will have an MVP Sports MVP of the game.
So definitely something to kind of keep an eye on here as we 6-point game, 4:36 to go. Both teams with 4 timeouts still.
You know, I'm really liking Dawson Bueller for now for that MVP player of the game. Currently has 8 points, at least 3 steals. Just working hard.
At least the 3 steals, and then who knows how many rebounds he's had. I think
rebounds and just kind of
there's a lob
altering
for
the
Fagan
shot.
Foster, but they have to kick it back out. Tan on the drive, left that one short. Here's Bueller with the rebound. Out ahead, here's Polson, one-on-one, left hand, lay it up and in.
You know, that's a rebound, outlet, and assist for Bueller.
Maple Mountain pulls out to an 8-point lead here in the third. Fagan Foster, number 10, with the basketball, will bring it back up to the top. Kitzman. Fagan Foster back over. Here's Tan in the corner. Goes right around. He'll try to drive. Fagan Foster for 3. That one's off. Rebound going to be pulled quickly by Jaron Hall.
You know, and he shot that quick because he saw Bueller coming.
Hall finds Polson on the other end for a layup, and there's a State Farm Lance Wilson assist to the game. And Juan Diego wants a full timeout here with 3:48 to go in the third. It's 39-29 in favor of Maple Mountain here.
And just like that, Cade Polson has 14 points, very close to his average of 20.
Right there, as you see on the Car Guides instant replay. Hall just kind of snatched that rebound and just immediately took off down the court, and Polson wide open on the other end.
You can tell these guys have played together for quite a while.
Friday night basketball here on Spanish Fork 17. The Spanish Fork Dons will be in action as they open up their region play. They will be here. They will be on the road at Salem Hills. Should be fun. We do want to thank our sponsors, the Car Guys Instant Replay, for the Car Guys Instant Replays, Lance Wilson State Farm for the Lance Wilson great assist of the game, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, 2 Jacks Pizza, and Spanish Fork 17, Built for Speed.
So on the court for the Golden Eagles, Butler, Christensen, Polson, Hall, and Cromanhook. .347 left to go in the third period. 39-29 for your Golden Eagles.
Going around the screen, here's Tan. He's going to split the defense. Here's a 3 for Kitzman, which is off. Kromenhoek's going to save it right as he goes diving out of bounds. Up ahead to Christensen.
That kid.
Here's Hall. He thought about it, but he'll pull it back down. Christensen will take it, and that one rattled in and out. Fabry with the board. Quickly up ahead, here's Kitzman. Fagan Foster with it on the right wing. Now up here's Tan. Tan on the drive, takes it to the basket, kicks it out. Fagan Foster throws it up, and that one's good. Hall right back the other way. Maple Mountain going quickly. Here's Kromenhoek. Here's Christensen. He thought about it. Takes it down the key, drops it off. Butler for 3. That one I thought was going to rattle in, but it didn't.
Christensen had that rebound, but it double hopped to the other side.
Kitzman up ahead in the middle, and that's going to be against Parker Christensen. But boy, I tell you,
that's 3 on Christensen.
From here, that looked like it was close, but
what I like is that Butler anticipated that pass and almost got a hand on it again.
Caleb Johnson in for Christensen. Boy, I tell you, Fagan Foster almost had a nice little look at the shot at the basket there off that inbound. Caught Dawson Butler, I want to say napping, but he was looking someplace else there momentarily. Fagan Foster will take this one though, and that one
over the backboard and out. So what Bueller's trying to do, he's trying to front Fagan Foster, but in doing that, he's giving up position. If he's down low enough in the post, you just have to body him up and try and push him out of there.
It's either that or you have to get Kromenhoek coming on the other side. So that pass comes over, you have somebody there to front him.
Yeah, understand who your main threats are on the court.
Butler with the basketball in the high post. Looking to drop it inside. That one, Fagan Foster knocks it away. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay here with.
That was very lucky for Butler. Forced it into Kromenhoek when he had Mortensen at the top of the key waiting for the three-pointer.
So Avery Ames, the senior guard, back in as Malik Fagan Foster will go to the bench. Here's Mortensen with the basketball. Now
if Tan is going to give him that much room, he should just shoot it.
Mortensen goes inside, tries to get the shot to go. It doesn't. Ames with the rebound for Juan Diego. Ames has been the spark plug for the Soaring Eagles, and there he goes coast to coast and lays it in.
That's too easy. Need to stop him before he gets to the top of the key.
Polson with the basketball. He drives baseline. He's going to float it up, and there's going to be a foul. And J.D. Ahlstrom, kind of wondering where was the foul there, but that's going to be the third team foul against Juan Diego. Second against Ahlstrom.
When I play, I never foul either. I don't know what those refs see.
I don't think anybody does, to be honest with you. As Cade Polson heads to the line, he'll shoot a pair. Misses the first.
First one too strong.
39-33, Maple Mountain on top of Juan Diego. And this final tune-up before Region 8 play begins Friday. It's going to be good. It's going to hit the back of the rim and go down. It's a 7-point lead. 40-33 Maple Mountain. About a minute, just a little over a minute and a half to play third quarter. Down lane, Kromenhoek's going to knock that one away. Good job, fast hands by Sam.
Kromenhoek playing a little volleyball. Almost had the block there too.
Ahlstrom instead gets it to go. Maple Mountain right back the other way. Here's Cade Polson. Polson thought about pulling up for the three. Ahlstrom right on top of him there. Caleb Johnson, number 12, and now we're going to see an offensive foul coming here. It looks like against Dawson Butler.
Yeah, Dawson can get a little handsy down low and create some space for himself. Official caught him on that one.
Only the first against Butler. Third team foul here as Ames with the basketball guarded by Caleb Johnson. Down the lane, Tan had an open shot at the basket there. Gives it up, Ahlstrom couldn't hit the three. Johnson trying to fight for the rebound. It's gonna be a loose ball. Ahlstrom's gonna get it back though. Baseline drive, the floater couldn't go. Rebound though, pulled down again by Kitzman. Back out to Tan. Kitzman lobs it inside. Butler with the quick hands knocks it away.
Yeah, he was able to squeeze out, angle his body, and get his arm in front of that to knock that pass away.
Polson misses as that one's going to get back into the hands of Polson from Kromenhoek. That shot couldn't go. Maple Mountain just having a hard time getting shots to go at times tonight. Ames into the front court with 27 to play. 3 for Alstrom in the corner. That one rattles in and out. Tipped around, we're gonna have a whistle.
Oh, I don't know.
And a foul going against Maple Mountain. I believe that might be Mark Mortensen.
That is on Mark Mortensen. Mortensen's second.
Kitzman to inbound for the Soaring Eagles. Back around the screen, here's Kitzman. Kitzman back up to the top.
Looks like they want to hold for the last shot. 15 seconds left.
Polson almost had a steal there as he tried to go around and get the ball out of Kitzman's hands.
Yeah, that gave the advantage to Kitzman, and he didn't force the issue.
6 seconds on the clock. Tan with the basketball on the drive, floats that one up. No, Kromenhoek with the rebound. Baseball long shot, but that one's going to be well off.
And that's why he plays
distance,
basketball.
But
that baseball shot, a little off.
Had plenty of distance, just wasn't quite on the money. So we have the third quarter here at Maple Mountain High School. It's the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 40, the Juan Diego Soaring Eagles 35. You're watching high school basketball here on Spanish Fork 17.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Back here at Maple Mountain High School as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here on Spanish Fork 17, Maple Mountain 40, Juan Diego 35 here on a Tuesday night for high school basketball as we kind of settle back into our Tuesday-Friday schedule here for the next, I don't know, about what, 7 weeks or so until basketball will be over and it's, I guess, back outdoors for baseball, I guess.
I'm not going outdoors now, it's cold.
But as we get ready to go here for this one, let's take a moment here at the start of the fourth quarter to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We want to thank the Car Guys for the Car Guys Instant Replays, Lance Wilson, State Farm, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, Two Jacks Pizza, and Spanish Fork 17. So many of the great assists throughout this ball game coming from Maple Mountain. So stay tuned for the Lance Wilson State Farm great assist. Here's Ames on the baseline. He's going to pull it back out. Ames is going to set it back up top.
2-3 zone for the Golden Eagles.
Might be good. Oh, Caleb Johnson's going to keep that one in play, but Ames is going to win the foot race. Baseline drive for Fagan Foster. He's fouled on the way up.
Yeah, no easy baskets.
Not a bad idea there to go 2-3 zone.
Nope, they almost got a steal out of it.
Well, Juan Diego hasn't exactly lit up the scoreboard from outside shooting tonight, so another thing you'll see a lot at the high school level. If a team has a hard time shooting from the outside, that 2-3 zone works pretty well.
Good foul.
Fagan Foster missing the first one long.
Yeah, Fagan Foster has 4 points. He averages 15.
.40-35 in favor of Maple Mountain. And that one missed again. Caleb Johnson pulls the rebound. Johnson down to gather. Cole brings it in. I think he got away with a travel there, but he'll turn the ball over. So either way,
stop
works
ball.
Out.
Golden Eagles set up in that 2-3.
Fagan Foster with the basketball, gets it over to Tan. Tan will now pull it back out. Here's a baseline drive. Kicks it back out, and there's Caleb Johnson once again showing those quick hands. Johnson guarded closely there by Alstrom. Goes around
nice
the screen. Kromenhoek shot couldn't go down. Rebound pulled down by Malik Fagan Foster.
Ooh.
That ball, once again, that's a third straight turnover by Juan Diego, and Maple Mountain turns it over right back as Butler throws it away. Butler just got a little, I don't know, too excited. Just kind of threw it a little bit in front of Caleb Johnson.
In the Marines, we call that good initiative, poor judgment. He saw Caleb Johnson streaking down, tried to skip the pass to him, but turned it over.
Moving the basketball here around the top. Tan with the ball at the top of the screen. Here's Ames with the basketball. Tan back at the top. We want to thank 2 Jacks Pizza and Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing. They're helping out with their sponsorship here on Spanish Fork 17 for our coverage of high school athletics. Ames with the basketball. Ahlstrom will shoot up a 3. That one is going to be off. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be tipped through the hands of Ames into the hands of Caleb Johnson. Johnson back down, finds Gather Cole, lays it up and in.
Jesse Gather Cole.
Gather Cole running the floor, and right there, Lance Wilson, a great assist, goes to Caleb Johnson on that pass. Just so there on the car, guys, this is a replay. That was just put right in the right spot there for Gather Cole.
So that's 2 on Fabry.
4th team foul against Juan Diego. So neither team really in the threat of going into the bonus here early on.
Now, if you watch closely at the 2 Jacks Pizza commercial, you'll see Jesse Gather Cole make an appearance.
So Gather Cole hits the free throw, and that extends the lead now out to 8 for Maple Mountain. Ahlstrom out. I believe it's going to be Kinsman back in. With the basketball here at the top, Kinsman number 3. Trying to go around Caleb Johnson, and we're going to get a foul on Caleb Johnson. Trying to think, imagine they're going to get him with a push. Wow.
Yeah. He put 2 hands on the defender, and as soon as the ref sees that, they're going to call it.
Okay. I didn't see the second hand. I just saw the first, but makes sense. Skip pass, here's Tan, back up, Ames, skip pass in the corner. Juan Diego's doing a great job of perimeter passing. That one goes off of Jaron Hall. Ooh, I don't know, I think that went off Jaron Hall, but.
Ref called it, and no other ref is coming to bail him out. So that will be Golden Eagle basketball.
So Maple Mountain a chance to extend their lead here in the 4th quarter. And this is really when, if you're Juan Diego, defense is going to be the key to try to see if you can't stay in this one. Johnson with the basketball in the corner. Skip pass over to Cromanhook. Cromanhook, here's Gather Cole for 3. That one was short. Rebound goes right to Cromanhook.
Long rebound out to Cromanhook.
Right around the screen, here's Caleb Johnson trying to attack the basket. He's going to get fouled, it looks like, on the drive.
Wow, the Juan Diego's looking to trap in the corner on that.
And that's going to go against Fabry. That's his 3rd. 5th team foul against.
Yeah, that's 2 quick ones for Fabry.
Cade Polson back in for Maple Mountain. Gather Cole will go to the bench. So some solid minutes they're given by Jesse Gather Cole off the bench for Maple Mountain.
So interesting with Hall and Polson back in. See if they stay in the 2-3 zone.
Polson couldn't get the 2 to go down.
It looks like it's working, so they're going to stay with it.
And there's a 3 on the other end. A nice.
Now that might pull them out of it.
Mortensen back the other way, drops inside Hall. Pump fakes, goes up, gets blocked from behind by Fagan Foster. And that was a good clean block as it brings it back within 5 within 4:26. Do want to thank MVP Sports for the MVP of the game, which will be named at the conclusion of our broadcast tonight. And the Car Guys for the Car Guys instant replay. Here's Cromanhook. That one got tipped over into the hands of Caleb Johnson. Johnson pulls it out, number 12, splits the defense. There's going to be a foul here.
That's going to be 4 on Avery. Nope, Kitzman.
6th team foul. So the next foul against Juan Diego will put Maple Mountain in the bonus, and they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
On my roster, I have Kitzman as number 12. Guess he's number 3, huh? Polson off the screen, hop, Score it! Oh! That looked like it was going
tips,
in.
but it's going to be over the back. That's the thing, it just goes over the back, and right there, it's going to be a foul. That's going to be the 17th foul against Maple Mountain, so now we'll go to the other side, and Juan Diego will go to the free throw line. Mortensen has to be careful with slamming that ball down like he did after that.
These refs kind of looking for a reason, I guess. Hasn't been too chippy of a ball game. Both teams playing aggressive, but not dirty.
10 at the line, hits the first free throw, and it brings it back within now a 4-point game.
That's Tan's first points of the game, at least by my record.
And this is the hard part if you're Maple Mountain, is because now you're putting Juan Diego at the line. That clock, they're scoring if the clock stopped on any foul.
Yep.
Tan hits the second, brings it back within 3. Now we're going to see a 1-3-1 press. We haven't seen this in a while. Polson there.
Great job by Polson volleyballing it over to Cromanhook.
Polson now with the basketball. Maple Mountain will set this one up. Skip pass over Christensen. Goes right around Kitzman. He's going to put it up. He's going to be fouled on the way up.
Kitzman, that's 2 quick ones. He's got 3 now. And Golden Eagles should, well, that's 2. That's going to be 2 on the shot, isn't it?
I would think, and the only way it would be is if the foul was on the ground, but they did say 2, so Christensen will shoot a pair.
You see that guy kneeling down there with the camera on the left?
Uh-huh.
That's my good friend Jeff Picaro. He takes all the pictures from Maple Mountain and puts them online for free for people. He goes to basketball games, volleyball, football. He goes to the drill. He goes to everything. And he just, for free, puts it online.
It's a great service for
it is
parents and friends.
Well, his MapleMountainSports.com. Go download your kids' photos.
Comes and gets a picture of us typically once
he
a game.
does. And puts it on Facebook. Thank you very much.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 4-point lead for the Golden Eagles over the Soaring Eagles. Tan will take a 3.
Deep 3.
And he hits it. And we're back within 1 here with under 4 minutes to go. Maple Mountain's had a hard time this year. We've seen them a couple of times already, Jerry. They have a hard time closing out games necessarily.
What do you mean this year? Cardiac Kids, they're back.
Last year as well. And it looks like going to get a timeout here. I think Coach Averitt wants to have a quick talk about it here with 3:23 to go here in the fourth quarter.
So in this timeout, we want to thank the Car Guys. Car Guys Instant Replay, of course. State Farm, Lance Wilson assist. Triple T, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. MVP Sports for the MVP Player of the Game. 2 Jacks Pizza, and SFCN, go for speed.
So it should be interesting to see here. If you are Maple Mountain, Jerry, how do you play the next 3:23?
I don't know. It's tough. You want to play conservative. Well, it's just a 1-point lead. I definitely try and get the starters back in there. Butler was having great success at the rebound. Butler and Cromanhook down low, and get Hall and Polson up top, raining threes.
And with 3:23, I mean, it's anyone's game at this point, and this is definitely something. Jerry, this game comes down to free throws. Maple Mountain, as a team that I've seen, especially this year, not the best free throw shooting team. At times.
It comes in streaks, yeah, at times.
Both teams with 17 fouls. Any foul the rest of the way, we're shooting free throws.
Yeah, the difference between this year's team and last year's team, there's a little bit of inconsistency.
Here's Johnson with the basketball, trying to go around.
He's not going to go through that big body.
Fagan Foster. Here's Cromanhook. Christensen goes baseline, spins into the double team. Now he'll pull it back out. Maple Mountain could theoretically use the whole next 3 minutes, just pass it around. And
you know, they have Avery Ames just following Cade Polson, just following around, not even looking to help anywhere with the ball. He has his nose and eyes on Cade Polson's belly button. He goes everywhere he goes.
Tan picks up the foul, his second, 8th team foul. It's going to be Fabry back to the bench and Ahlstrom back in, the 6-foot junior guard.
Hall has not scored since the first half. He's still hanging on 8 points.
Hall ready to go here for the 1-and-1, and this first one's good.
Hall had a lot of clutch free throws last year in several games. Wait, what's that resuscitator thing called again?
The
you remember it?
defibrillator.
Defibrillator. Yeah. That's it. Did you bring that? You pack it?
I did not. Nope. Came straight from work. I didn't put that in the car. 46-43 as that one was good, and extends Maple Mountain's lead to 3 here, then to 3 to play in the fourth quarter.
Stop ball.
Tan
No one
for
guards
3,
him.
wide open look, and came up short. Butler pulls the rebound.
Now, is that a rebound if it doesn't touch the rim? Is it?
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to say
I think
it
so.
is.
It's a
Pulls
ball
in
off
a
a
deep
shot.
3. That one is off. Fagan Foster with the rebound. Don't know if that was the wisest shot, but hey, Cade Polson's hit him before. Fagan Foster kicks it into the
just
corner.
runs right over Christensen.
Here's a Ahlstrom for 2. That one rebounded by Butler, and Butler will kindly give it to Jaron Hall, and Hall quickly into the front court. Hall crossing over down the lane, drops it to Kromenhoek, nobody home. Christensen thought about the 3. He'll put it on the
He was
deck.
bumped with the body, but
Floats it
still.
up and gets it
It's
to go.
in. You know, I like some of the shots I've seen from this kid. Christensen's got skills.
5-point lead here as Ahlstrom's got the basketball.
Ooh.
Here's Ames on the drive, and they're going to get Christensen.
He really had nowhere to go with that. I think they might get Kromenhoek. Nope, Christensen. You're right. That's 4. So again, scoring with the clock stopped.
You put Avery Ames in the line. He's had a very good night at the free throw line for Juan Diego.
I don't know how you play a less aggressive defense. So how do you coach that? You know, you gotta. I hear from the coach all the time. Be smart. What exactly does that mean?
Ames misses the free throw.
Slow it down
That's
now.
the thing. I mean, you don't want to play unaggressive because then you give up points pretty easily. But yeah, you don't want to play too aggressive where you're.
Got to get across the timeline.
Because if your starters are constantly on the bench, Jerry, it's not a good thing.
No.
Christensen
Playing a little keep away. Gets it back court. Kromenhoek. Man, getting sloppy with the ball.
We're going to get a foul here, it looks like, against Kinsman. And it's going to be Kinsman with the foul with the
4
push.
on Kinsman. Looks like we're in the 1-on-1.
So Parker Christensen will go to the line here to shoot a 1-on-1. The next Juan Diego foul will put Maple Mountain in the double bonus. And now a miss.
Oh,
Butler with the
steals that
rebound.
rebound.
And now Maple
he
Mountain
plucked
can
it right
pull
out
it
of
out.
his hands.
Polson on the drive, and he's fouled.
That's
And
going
now
to be Kitzman. That's 5 on Kitzman if it is.
so Kitzman will foul out for Juan Diego here, his 5th. And now you send Cade Polson to the free throw line for 2. And now Brennan Fabry, a 6'5" junior forward, is going to come back in.
Fabry has 3. The only Golden Eagle with 4 fouls is Christensen, and he's still on the court.
First one good for Polson. That one's huge because it extends it now out to a 6-point lead.
You know, we haven't seen Colton Bingham the second half. He kind of lit a spark for the Golden Eagles that first half.
Out to a 7-point lead after Polson hits both, as Malik Fagan Foster will roll the ball down as much as he can before Tan will pick it up. That's to try to conserve as much clock as they can. Moving around the screen, here's Avery with the basketball, Avery Ames. That one knocked away by Christensen. He's going to save it right before it goes out of bounds. Christensen to the basket, a little out of control as he throws that one up.
He was expecting a foul.
Well, maybe not a lot out of control, but expecting a foul, like you said, Jerry, and that one's going to go out of bounds off Maple Mountain.
Yeah, he was expecting Avery to kind of body him up, and he just kind of pulled the chair out.
Tan into the front court. Juan Diego's got to score. They got to score quick. 1 minute on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
You know, that would have been a nice one to see Christensen just kind of pull it out and burn some clock.
That's Dawson Butler there, commits the foul and quickly talks to the official about it. Cade Polson quickly saying, okay, it's okay, it's okay. Now it's going to send J.D. Ahlstrom to the free throw line. A 1-and-1 here. The next Maple Mountain foul puts Juan Diego in the double bonus. First free throw on its way, good. Cuts it to a 6-point lead. 55.6 on the game clock.
So I would expect Maple Mountain to put it in Polson's hands and just kind of have him stall a little bit.
One miss. Polson pulls the rebound.
Make him have to foul him. 6-point lead. Someone's got to foul him.
Avery Ames will come up and guard Polson.
Avery's got 3 fouls. I don't know if you want him doing it.
He's been one of the most.
He'll take all 40 seconds if you let him.
Polson to the basket. Misses the layup.
His own rebound, resets it.
Hall down the lane, lays it up and kisses it off the glass.
Now that's a 3-point game. That should seal it, I would hope.
Here's Tan for 3. Buries the 3
and
in front of Christensen. Timeout, Juan Diego.
Why'd I have to say that? So 5-point game, 18.9 seconds. That .9 is very important.
Let's go ahead and let's thank our sponsors here for making this broadcast possible here on Spanish Fork 17. The Spanish Fork Community Network, built for speed, for our wonderful crew here who's taking time to set up and get everything ready to go for Jerry and I. We hope everyone at home has enjoyed their hard work tonight.
I'm having a good time.
It's a great way to spend a Tuesday night.
You know, they do all the hard work. I get to come here and analyze basketball. I got the good job. Not bad myself, getting to hang out with you, partner, for, exactly
14 games a year. 2 Jacks Pizza, MVP Sports for the MVP of the game, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Lance Wilson State Farm for the great assist. Those can be throughout multiple
Maybe when I
times
retire from football coaching, I'll come announce some games with you.
Should be
That's going to be a while, though. You'll probably moved on to NBC or CBS.
And of course,
with that silk voice of yours.
One other one's the car guys as well. We'll find out. We'll see what life goes on. Right now, I'm happy to be here in Spanish Fork. Sam Kromenhoek set to inbound here for Maple Mountain. He can run right along that baseline. Gets it in here. Polson with the basketball.
Let him foul you. Cade, let him foul you.
And Juan Diego thinking they had the steal, but instead it's going to go again.
They called a foul. They put him on the line.
And Stephen Price, the 6'6" junior forward, picks up the foul.
Some interesting calls by the refs tonight. But I'm not on the court doing it. It's a hard job.
Not a job I'd want. Polson to shoot a pair.
So I got Cade Polson at 16 points, now 17. Leads all scorers. Actually, no, he's tied with Ames with 17. Has a chance to lead all scorers right here.
And that one good as well. That's going to extend the lead here.
Cool as a cucumber.
For Maple Mountain. Juan Diego's got to go quick. They need a 3. Ames, that one off. Rebound goes to Fagan Foster. He goes up and banks that one home with 6 seconds on the clock. Kromenhoek gets that one, just throws it down court. Hall's going to catch it, and he will lay it in at the buzzer.
At the buzzer, that counts. Jaron
That's
Hall.
got to be a Lance Wilson State Farm great assist on that inbound pass down the court by Kromenhoek, because we see that on the Car Guys instant replay, and they lay it in. We're going to take a break here, and we'll come back we'll wrap this one up. We'll get the MVP Sports MVP of the game. Maple Mountain wins this one 56-49 over the Juan Diego Soaring Eagles. You're watching High School Hoops here on Spanish Fork 17.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Back here at Maple Mountain High School, where Tonight, the Golden Eagles were victorious over the Soaring Eagles. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. Maple Mountain coming out on top. And Jerry, it was one of those games where maybe a little bit closer than some people would have thought a couple hours ago.
Holiday break rust, maybe. Cade Polson limited to 17 points. I don't get 70 points on my best day. Jaron Hall, 14 points. But I think we need to announce the MVP Sports Player of the game, and Cade Polson made a great play for it. But Cade Polson, if you're averaging 20 points a game, you better do better than that if you want the MVP Player of the game. I know I hold you to a high standard, but I think tonight we're going to give it to Dawson Butler. Dawson, there was at least 4 steals that I saw, knockaways, altering the ball, assists, and 8 points.
Yeah.
So kind of doing it all tonight. And Sam Cromanhook down below doing a great job too. I want to mention that. Jaron Hall, 14 points. But tonight I think Dawson Butler.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You take a look at Dawson. I don't know how many rebounds. I lost track of how many Dawson had tonight for Maple Mountain. And you really take a look at it. Maple Mountain takes a lot of, I think, positives out of this one heading into region play. I think they found a couple of role players who maybe aren't going to step up as the third scorer like we've talked about throughout the preseason, but have stepped up to the point where now maybe you have I don't know, 3A and 3B, guys who can kind of step up and kind of tag team it.
But we really need to find a scorer. I mean, Cromanhook is our big man down low, and he does an awesome job. But there are some thick big men in the, in Region 8 and in 4A that they're going to score some points, and we need to find that third and fourth scorer to keep up with everybody. I mean, we should be up there in the 70, 80 points a game, I think.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be something interesting to watch. Maple Mountain heads on the road to open up region play on Friday night. They'll be taking on Uinta, while the game here on Spanish Fork 17 is going to feature crosstown rival Spanish Fork. The Dons on the road against the rival right down the street in Salem Hills Skyhawks. That's going to be a really big test.
I'll be watching that game. I will be watching that game.
That'll be a big test for Coach Jesse Roberts and the Dons as they look to build off that success they had last year. And that's definitely going to be a fun one here on Spanish 417.
I'm looking forward to it.
Should be good. Our next broadcast, though, will be a week from tonight. We're going to be on the road, Jerry. We're going to be at Salem Hills.
Yes, that's a long road trip.
Our good friends down south, we're looking forward to being down there. That was a great game out at Salem Hills last year that the Skyhawks were victorious over the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. But until next time, for my partner, Jerry Huffman, for our entire Spanish Fork Community Network team, I'm Ryan Pickens, signing off here from Maple Mountain, where tonight the Golden Eagles come out victorious over the Soaring Eagles of Juan Diego.
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet? Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. You know Triple T Heating and Cooling, but did you know that Triple T does plumbing? From tankless hot water, soft water, and reverse osmosis drinking water systems, right down to that leaky faucet. Triple T sure does plumbing. Call Triple T at 801-798-7711 today. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.